bucket.
And they'll hope to start fast and not.
So don't get mad.
Here's the great.
Beat him off there. Oh, come here.
Here's the great. He's covered by Roten.
Yeah.
4 on here, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
Here's the great. There's a screen by Mota Yunus. Here's the great for the 3. Cut the bucket.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for things.
Bro, stream, did y'all see this stream?
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
Yeah, you know, Philly would finish right in the middle of the pack in terms of defensive rankings. They knew how to make stops, and they've got some good defenders, too. So not
in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And the big thing that stuck out for me for the
AZ
Sixers,
16
their turnovers forced. I mean, second in the league in steals per game, fourth in the league in block.
Rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. A lot of his strategy is focused on Dwight Howard, and rightly so. He said, we know Dwight can do it.
I'm back to edit my
It's going to
video.
take a 5-man effort to slow him down.
Get some views.
He can finish, block shots, rebound. The guy is almost 7 feet of pure muscle, and there is just no way to handle him one-on-one. If there is a way, the NBA hasn't discovered it yet.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's the great. He's got 5. Shot from free throw range. That's good on the jump shot. The great's got 7.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Tipped away.
Give me this deal, boy.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Six on the shot clock.
Can I shoot?
15-footer will not go. This is off the front iron. The 76ers trail by 3. And here is Roten.
That is a long time.
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the middle, shoots from 12. And Noel with the basket on the assist from Roten. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Well, with Nerlens Noel coming out, we knew he'd be a plus shot blocker. He set the Kentucky single game record with 12 in a game shot blocks. He also knew he had the chance to be a great rebounder, but we definitely knew he needed help with his shot, and that will continue on into next year.
Yeah, you know, he spent the year rehabbing that knee, but also...
Bro, let me leave that group. Ooh.
For him. The tray. That's good. The great's got 13.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Roten, the pass to Covington. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Covington. Reza covering. And here's Stauskas from the arc. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Covington, and it's James Harden with the rebound.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
But still early. I mean, they just got to trust their offense and work to get stops.
Bro, I'm a
And I
guy, bro.
love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Roten kicks to Noel. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Covington. Reza covering. Covington shot is off.
Bro, what do you
just
get
hasn't
crossover
been able
16
to make
from?
anything
It's not in
this quarter.
It's not in 18. It's not in 17.
Here's the great. That will count.
Very nice.
What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They be like crossover, use crossover 16 and all that. They be talking about
And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale talked about the offense.
His ability to make the right.
Zigging and zagging and juking and jaking to boot, man, with ardent speed. Clark, and must seem like he's running
crossover
downhill
16.
while you try to guard him.
Yeah, it does seem that way. He plays downhill for sure. I mean, he's relentless, Kevin. Kind of like gravity in a sense.
Oh, come here, this
Ever
is block.
present.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bro, why they sub my dude out, bro?
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a...
Let me sub my dude in, bro.
show, guys.
Smooth sailing from an offensive standpoint thus far.
No other way to put it, Greg. They've made it really look easy so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Tony Roten out there with Jackson. Then there's Carl Landry. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Stauskas in at the three, the small forward. The greats checked in for Houston. Landry kicks to Roten. Landry with a screen for Roten.
And he made your big Rob.
Shot off the pick. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and three-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
The great passes to
You feel like it's
Jones.
the first time having this.
Lock at 6.
The low.
That'll be his second foul of the game. We're about a minute and a half into the second
Of
quarter
course you're
now.
not going to have it every game. Of course you're not going to have it every game.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Without question, the great displaying his skills today.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Jackson drives in, and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Here's Roten. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Every game.
And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their third best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are. A bit of a slow start to the career of Nick Stauskas. Was a highly touted rookie a year ago, but had a hard time finding minutes early on last year. That will change as he becomes more experienced.
Thompson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. In last season, Clark Stauskas' minutes grew with his play. At the end of the season, he was a big rotation guy.
Yeah, and it wasn't just his scoring or ability to shoot that he displayed. I mean, we know he can shoot the ball, but he showed he's a very smart player in the half court and pretty good passer, too.
Wait, who's this?
Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Jones. out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Embiid. He sinks the 11-footer. Here's the great. 19 points in the game. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
He's been one of their more reliable day guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Embiid the screen. Jackson drives in. Shot is off. Excellent D from Howard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's the great, guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Jones, the best of the great. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. The great's got 4 this quarter.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile. Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and both players were hit the hardest.
You
I think
don't
almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
I do it all the way over this nigga Hosmer, and I jumped in and I placed the wall right there, and I said a trap right here. And this nigga didn't even, well, the trap was finished. Sorry, but I skipped him early. I didn't say give me the lead.
There's 126
but I
left
just
now in the
got
second.
some 2 big plays. I kicked the nigga on the heel when I third party. And then I just dipped all the way up there and killed this nigga.
Pass to Brewer.
This stuff. But I am going to take this nigga.
Here's the great, guarded by Jackson. Shot fake there, got the D out of position. 25 points for the great. And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out.
I ain't gonna leave on my
they missed those guys for
but I want to go get that other
And that hurt him inside, but also remember, so in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed.
But nah. So when I say I just did some clutch stuff like this nigga, I flew over him.
Okay, bro, I get it.
Not really his best quarter.
Let's
see if he can eventually get back.
I ain't never got no kill like that. You boxed me, nigga. Cause I'm a Joe.
To the inside and stolen by Howard.
Nah, you mad.
Oh, come here.
Here's the great. Got it up.
Green.
That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the first half is now in the books. Rockets ahead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I got shooters on the
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lobster. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 14. And let's go to Kenny. What'd you think of their first half?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing on screen.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Okay, I see 2 niggas on you. So, there's 4 other niggas, 2, so you gotta be 2 other niggas.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on their hands or more of the same as they get the third quarter started.
I want to go down and
You're hot, and that's certainly been the case for the great. 25 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of 3-pointers on them.
Hey, Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Oh, my God.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. The great out there with Harden. And it's Brewer in at the 3 spot.
Oh. Where is he
what a
going,
nice
though?
surprise Tony Roden was last season. Especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Groton put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
You nigga didn't shot me with an RPG. You a holder.
Man, you would've did this,
shoot.
Oh God, I don't care
Here's the great. He's covered by
Oh, shout out to the 3 viewers, my God.
76ers trail by 15.
Oh, you nigga do it all the
Johnson
way
dishes
up
to
there.
Roten.
God, I'm finna view y'all comments.
There's a screen by Noel.
As soon as I hit the
Stolen by Harden.
this nigga gonna come up.
And it's Houston on the break. Good. And that's now 30 points for the great.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout.
This man said the worst clickbait ever.
Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
Easy, bro.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this points, not turnovers.
You watching my career, nigga?
Update for us, Doris.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He said their plan was to run their offense through Okafor. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half, and Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks, Doris. Clock at 4. Here's the great. It's stolen.
On the roof in a amateur. If you win the stream, come
He's
in.
had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the shot is good. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they led it or kept some of those big names.
Here's the great. He's covered by Roten, and he gets it to go. 32 points for the great.
Really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
There's a screen by Noel. Excellent D from Howard. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Okafor grabs the miss. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Roten kicks to Noel. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
These like this.
Noel's got 6.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Here's the great. He's covered by Roten. Screen by Jones. Good on the triple. 35 points for the great.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Roten, no good.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Here's the great. He's covered by Roten.
What'd he do?
Here's the great. They get the rebound. Howard, the pass to the great. And stolen by Roten. 3-on-3. And the call will go against the great. Cannon's checked in for Thompson.
Checking in for the 76ers, Isaiah Cannon.
There's a screen by Noel. Here's Okafor. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Just 5 on the clock on the wing Brewer. Here's the great. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Now here's Roten, guarded by.
You didn't have a PS4 before you got. Oh wait. I think I know what you was trying to say.
Brewer with the steal.
Like when you got your PS4, you had got 16 before you got 17.
Himself.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.
Crack shot.
Here's the great. Robert Covington out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Okafor. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. And it's Roten in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Here's the teardrop. Goes up again, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Rockets leading by 19 points. Screen by Howard. Here's the great. Screen by Howard. Shot clock at 3. Here's the great. Drills the three-pointer. The great's got 18 points just in the second half.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Oh.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season after all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around. They settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
The 76ers making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
Did I just get a green light animation, bro? God, killed this man. Who is you talking?
Raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Time now for an injury report. Now an update on Nerlens Noel from Doris Burke. Hey, Doris, what'd you find out?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Roten kicks to Noel. To the paint, Covington dishes to Okafor. To the left wing, Roten the pass to Noel.
I'm gonna jump up in you quick.
Here's Covington, covered by Brewer. A second chance effort. He lays it in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Screen by Jones.
Hey, who is that boss man?
Here's the great. There's the 3. And Philadelphia.
Bruh, stream, I can't do it no more, bruh.